Hey lovely people, I hope you all are doing well. As you all can tell by the title of this video, we are going to be pre-pooing and detangling my hair, and we're also going to be chit-chatting. In this video, I'm going to just kind of be opening up a little bit to you all. As you all can tell by the title of this video, it says I have an addiction, so I'm pretty sure y'all are going to want to know what addiction I have. So I will be, kind of doing a more personal type of video today while I get my hair together. My hair has been in these pigtails for the past week. My hair is 3 weeks. It has been 3 weeks since I washed my hair, so it's time to get this hair together. I haven't really done much to my hair since I Revaired it for the first time. If you all haven't checked out that video, I will leave it linked down below. My hair is tangled, it's dry, and I just need to get it together. And honestly, I have been procrastinating when it comes to my hair. But I'm going to be chit-chatting with you all, just pretty much talking to you all, letting you all know what's on my mind, what's been going on, a little bit of what's been going on in my personal life, because I know I mostly just strictly do natural hair content, but I know, my subscribers wouldn't mind getting a glimpse or, getting a little glimpse into my personal life. So for one, today is Saturday, and also you all, to pre-poo my hair, of course, none other, okay, than this right here, pre-poo, okay? So this is what I will be using, and one of my lovely subscribers did tell me to get it from Walgreens, and they sell it at Walgreens for about $5.49. So thank you so much to that lovely subscriber who informed me to get it from Walgreens, because I was able to get it cheaper than I would had I bought it at a beauty supply store. So now Walgreens is my go-to for this product, and I also will look into ordering it off Amazon as well, because a lot of you have told me that you can get like a big jar of it for I think like $7, which is awesome. So thank you all so much for looking out for me and for helping me and informing me of where to get these products for the low, because as you all know, times are hard and everything is just skyrocketing. Prices are skyrocketing. And since we're on that topic, I will go ahead and discuss with you all what's been going on when it comes to like my way of living, my livelihood, and things of that nature. If you all don't know, I think I told you all in a question and answer video, I work at a orthopedic office, okay? But let me take it a step. Let me rewind. Okay, so I graduated. I'm using this detangling brush. I know somebody's going to comment and ask where I got this from. I ordered it off Temu, you all. If you can look on Temu and try to find, for some reason, the link that I gave y'all, it just does not work. I don't know why, but it doesn't. But this brush was brought off Temu. Now, my roots is kind of a lot going on up here, so I'm going to have to separate it. But yes, y'all, so yeah, in 2023, the summer of 2023, that is when I graduated from college. My degree, I have a business degree. My major is marketing. So yeah, I have a marketing degree. That was my major. And of course, I took business courses as well, because business and marketing goes hand in hand. So yeah. Graduated 2023, started my first salary paying job right after college. I worked as a restaurant manager. The restaurant I worked for was Waffle House. I was kind of skeptical about putting that out there, but yes, Waffle House was my first salary paying job fresh out of college, which was wonderful, because as you all know, a lot of college students don't find a job right after college. So I was blessed enough to get a salary paying job, and I was getting paid good. I was getting paid good, of course, because it was salary pay. But I mean, salary, just because you're getting paid salary, that doesn't mean you're getting the best of the best. But it was good for me because I was able to save, and I also was able to pay off my student loans. I was able to get my student loans paid off within 6 to 7 months. My student loan total was $8,250, and I paid that off with my job. I was in training at the time, but I was still getting paid as a manager. Anyways, you all, I did the whole management thing. It wasn't for me, just too stressful, a lot to keep up with. Being a manager, it comes with a lot. I didn't have like any assistance or anybody's help with me in the building, so everything fell on me. Girl, let me fast forward because I know y'all like, girl, get to the point. Anyways, girl, so I ended up quitting that job for my mental health, for my peace, for my sanity, because like it was getting to the point where it just was too much. Like, I can go in depth about it in another video, but management wasn't for me. I appreciated the opportunity. It helped me pay my student loans, and it also helped me save for my first apartment that I'm in today. So I'm grateful for that because it was a stepping stone. But I will say, of course, with that, I took a pay cut because now I work at a orthopedic office. I work in basically the call center, the scheduling department really, but it is like a call center. I schedule patients, send cases to doctors, just send cases, write cases all day for, like, you know, patients that need medication refill, patients that need to send a message to the doctor. I communicate with other hospitals and other healthcare facilities, you know, all of that good stuff. Now, I've been working in that job. It hasn't been a full year. I started September 30th of last year of 2024. It hasn't been a full year just yet. But now I'm to the point where it's like, okay, I need something more. And by more, I need more financial, I need more when it comes to finances. And because I took a pay cut when I started this job. But honestly, when I first started working the job, I felt so good. Like, I wasn't even worried about the pay because it was less than what I had to deal with. Like, it was less mentally taxing on me. But now I'm to a point where it's like, okay, I've been in survival mode since starting this job because I'm literally living paycheck to paycheck. So I got to a point where I'm just like, okay, something's got to give. I have to find something that's going to bring me more money, like now. So I thought about getting back into serving because I used to be a server. Actually, I was a server for Waffle House before they promoted me to management. And I knew that I was making good money to the point where I would never consider getting an hourly job or even a salary job. So I applied for this fine dining restaurant. Make a long story short, I went through the whole interview process. So they already interviewed me, and I also shadowed with one of the workers for 2 hours unpaid. And then the manager herself, we traded numbers, and then she told me, I had reached out to her last week Sunday. I was like, hey, I just, wanted to know if, what's the status of the application, or, what's the status of the role, like, did I get accepted for the position? And of course it was definitely typed up more professional than that, but I'm just basically paraphrasing to you all. She was like, we'll be in touch with you. We still have some decisions to make. We have other people that are going to be shadowing as well, and we're going to make our decision, and we'll reach out to you on Friday. So I'm like, okay, cool. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I'm just patiently waiting. I'm like, yes, I cannot wait. Like, I'm looking forward to Friday because I don't know if I said it, but it is a fine dining restaurant. And I don't know if y'all know, but these people that be working at these restaurants and these fine dining restaurants, honey, they leave with at least 200, 300 a day, at least. So that's something that would help me out significantly. Like, I know how much my bills are. I know how much I need to make a day to live comfortably, to be able to pay all of my bills and still have some wiggle room and still be able to save money. And at least 200 a day is good for me. So I'm just like eager. And mind you, I've applied to multiple jobs. I put in multiple job applications to different restaurants that I would like to serve at. And of course, this is not something long term. This is just something to help mediate my finances for the time being until I pivot off into what I really would like to do. So So yeah, so she was like, I'm gonna reach out to you Friday, which was yesterday. So Friday comes along, didn't hear anything from her. So the restaurant is open from 5 to 11 on Friday. No, from 4 to 11 on Friday. So I texted her at 8 p.m. because I was like, let me give her a little time or whatever. Maybe she'll, you know, end up texting me. And she didn't. So I reached out to her or whatever. She didn't respond. Here it is the next day. Still didn't respond. So I called them or whatever. And I spoke to one of the managers and I was like, hey, I spoke with so-and-so and they told me that they would reach out to me on Friday with an update, but I haven't heard from them. So I'm just basically calling to see, you know, what's up with that update, basically. Long story short, the guy I spoke to, he was like, okay, I'm going to shoot her a text. The manager, I'm going to shoot her a text just to confirm, you know, whether or not you've been accepted for the role. So I'm like, okay, cool, thanks. So I give that about an hour and then I end up calling them back. I called them back and I'm like, hey, I spoke to so-and-so earlier. He said he was shooting the manager a text to see whether or not I got the job. And the lady, this time I'm speaking to a different lady. And she's like, oh, okay, what's your name? Let me jot your name down and pass it along. I said, ma'am, listen, I've already been interviewed. I've already shadowed. I just need to speak to this specific person so they can tell me whether or not I got the position. And she was like, well, I still need your name and number. So just in case we have to give you a call back or whatever. So I gave her my name and number. And then she went to go talk to the person or whatever, the guy that I spoke to on the previous phone call. And then she came back to the phone and was like, oh, they are currently in a brunch session or whatever, so they will have to give you a call back. Mind you, before I even got on the phone with these people, I was crying. I was crying because it's already hard enough out here, and when I see a way out or when I see an opportunity that'll help provide some all right, y'all, I don't know where I left off because my storage got too full and I had to delete some stuff. So basically, yeah, lady told me she would reach out to me on Friday, never did. Call back the next day, check in with them, and they're still basically giving me the runaround. And I basically had to politely tell them like, hey, you know, I've been waiting over a week and I'd appreciate if someone, anyone, just simply communicate with me. Even if I didn't get the job, just let me know like, hey, you know, we didn't see you as a good fit, so I can just move on. You know what I'm saying? Instead of telling me, yeah, we're going to reach out to you on Friday. And then when Friday gets here, I get the runaround. Or I don't even get a runaround on Friday. I get ghosted on Friday. Okay. And then I reach out the next day and it's, oh, we're going to get back to you. Like, don't give me that false hope because it's like, I really need this job. I do. Like, I sincerely do. I need something right now that's going to give me some financial wiggle room. So it's like, I don't know what's up with these jobs, y'all. Like, they just playing in people's faces because I hear a lot about how jobs are ghosting people after interviews. They're ghosting people. They're not giving them a call back like they said they would. They're giving people the runaround. And it sucks because it's so hard out here. Like the way the economy is like so expensive now. Like you need to have a good paying job. Like you cannot be on a job getting paid pennies, not even getting paid $20. Like you can't survive on a $20 budget in this economy. You need to be getting paid at least $25, at least, you know. If you're a single person like me, well, I'm not single, but if you don't have any kids like myself and it's just you, preferably at least $25 an hour would suffice. And I know because I've made not even that much and I was still able to live comfortably and save at that. That's all I want. I just want to be able to pay my bills. Well, that's the basic. That's just the basic for right now. That's the basic. That's all I want, to pay my bills and to save and invest in other things because I do have goals and things that I would like to achieve. But girl, these jobs nowadays are acting real bougie. They acting real bougie, honey. And they want you to chase them down, and I'm not doing that. And granted, I did apply. I applied to like 7 or 8 other restaurants along with this restaurant. Did I hear a call back from any other restaurant? No. Did I have to do it? Did I have to be the one to do the calling? Hey, I put in an application. Just want to know what's up. I had to do that. Like these jobs nowadays, I don't know if they don't have an HR team no more, because when I was a manager, they got rid of our HR team, you know. And to be a manager and also be a HR person, that is a lot. That is a lot. And that's, you know, I do my thumbnail. That is a lot. To be in management and to have to keep up with new hires and, you know, candidates and recruiting people. And I do always try to give people grace, because I'm like, well, maybe she got busy, or maybe she just, you know. But then again, in my head, it's like, how hard is it? It don't take much time to tell me or simply text me, hey, Nyla, you didn't get the job. Like, I to me, that it just seems unprofessional. Moving on to a different topic, y'all. I know that everything will be okay. Before I go ahead and move on to the next topic, let me just go ahead and say, like, I'm forever grateful. Even though it is frustrating, I'm still grateful. I have a roof over my head. You know, I still get to eat. I still eat. My car still gets gas in it. I have a car. So I am grateful. It's just I know when it's time to move to the next step. And I'm like at that point where I need to move to the next step. Now, you all, on to another topic, because I know y'all want to know what my addiction is. And it's crazy because when people think of the word addiction, they automatically assume like substance abuse. And thankfully, by the grace of God, I've never felt the need to turn to a substance or whatever. Or I'm not addicted to any form of drugs or anything like that. I have a social media addiction. Just call it like I see it. And it's, to me, I feel like everyone deals with some form of addiction, whether it's substance abuse or whether it's, you know, scrolling on social media like I do, whether it's a food addiction or what else. It's many addictions out here. Some people, yeah, it's many addictions out here. Whatever, like, y'all know what addiction is, okay? When you feel like you have to do something, when it has a stronghold or a control over you, that's an addiction. When it's constantly on your mind, that's an addiction. So I do have a social media addiction. And the reason I say that is because I can spend like hours, like after I get off work, and I hate this because I pride myself on being productive, or at least trying to be productive and be goal-oriented. So to be as goal-oriented as I am, and to say that I have a social media addiction is so counterproductive. But it's the truth. And honestly, you have to be real with yourself and your life when it comes to bad habits. If you want to elevate, you got to be real with yourself. So I'm just putting it out there. I do have a social media addiction. I do find myself scrolling for hours, and hours at a time, when I could be doing something else. It's like my brain has become so used to, you know, just scrolling. I got a knot right there, y'all. Just scrolling to let the time pass by. And it's gotten to the point where even if I do get off my phone for, let's say, 5 minutes, my mind is like, so what do we do? What are we gonna do? You don't have your phone, you're not on your phone. What can we, like, you know what I'm saying? My mind is like, well, what do we do? It's boring. And that's not good, because life isn't boring. Like, there was a time where we didn't have social media. You know what I'm saying? What would I be doing if I didn't have social media? I would be focused. I'd be watching a good show on a TV, like a good series, you know? So and another thing I noticed before I get into my solution, because of course, when there's a problem, we have to solve it. But before I get into what my solution would be, I would say that I've also noticed too that social media can breed many things in people. It can breed depression. For me, I feel like it will breed like loneliness, because when you're on social media, you're able to see other people, their lives, what they're doing 24/7, where they're at, and it gives you this false sense of connection. It's a false sense of connection because you're connecting kind of mentally, but it's a dead end because that person, you're watching them, but they're not watching you or conversing with you. So it's just this false sense of connection. So when you aren't on it, you feel lonely because you're not getting that false sense of connection. And it makes life seem like it's lonely when it's not. Life isn't lonely. And honestly, we're not meant to just only connect with people online. Like, there was a time where I remember growing up, I didn't chit chat with people on, when I didn't have a phone when I was a kid. I looked forward to seeing my friends at school. Like, oh, I get to see so-and-so tomorrow. It wasn't, oh, I can just text them or if I did want to communicate with them, I would call them on the phone. Even now, like, everything is just, people have access to other people's lives, and it just gives us this false sense of connection that's just not really there. So that's also another reason why I wanted to limit my social media use, because I don't want it to breed an unnecessary feeling of loneliness. I don't want to feel like if I'm not on social media, I'm not connecting. When really, social media, it just gives you a false sense of connection. So yes, y'all, I have a social media addiction. I know it's not uncommon because in today's world, everything is put on social media. Everything is done for show on social media. And honestly, social media has its benefits. It has its perks, but it also has its downfalls. And I do feel like it makes civilians lose touch with reality in a bit. And I feel like sometimes it ruins relationships because it's this false expectations that we see on social media. And it's like, if our relationship doesn't mirror what we see on social media, then we doubt our relationship. And, we doubt our partners or our friends or whoever. But let me tell you all something. Do you know somebody in real life, somebody that you know in real life? Do you see how they post in real life? And it's like the type of person they try to present themselves on social media is different than who you know them to be in real life, right? So that just goes to show that social media is not real. People will only show you what they want to show you. People are only going to show the good aspects, the good things. They're not going to show themselves in their depressive state or, when they're down and out or whatever the case may be. Some may show it for testimonial purposes, but the average person on social media isn't sharing their struggle. But I will say now it is kind of different. Things are shifting because now viewers are liking the more realistic content. I noticed that a lot of viewers want to see the real. If you a single mother, show us what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? If you an ex-convict, show us how you live in your day-to-day life, your day-to-day. So I will say that viewers and the audience are leaning more toward real life footage. Girl, I don't know why I procrastinated so much when it came to doing my hair, because this pre-poo always works it out for me. Like, y'all, I'm literally zooming through this. I'm halfway through my head. But my solution, of course, because I have goals that I would like to fulfill, or at least start locking in on before the end of this year. But I will be getting off social media, and I'm just going to do a cold turkey. I'm going to quit it cold turkey, which I know is going to be hard. And I know I'm going to get tempted to download the apps here and there, which is okay. I will give myself that grace or whatever, because progress is not linear. As long as the trajectory is upward, that is progress. Okay. It may be a few dips here and there, but progress is not linear. So I will be consuming less social media from now until the end of the year so that I can focus more on my other goals. YouTube is one of my goals. I would like to post at least 12 videos per month, 10 to 12 videos per month. I have yet to do that. I have yet to post 12 videos a month. The most I post is like 2 videos a month, and I don't like that. And I'm tired of saying, oh, because I'm working, I'm busy. Like, that time that I spend on social media, I could be making hair videos and coming on here and showing y'all, you know, what's up with my hair. So that is a problem that I'm facing that is, I can solve it. One thing about problems in life, you can solve it. And I will say, like, this morning I was a little bit down. I was down because I had expectations that did not get met when it came to this job. I had expectations and was mentally prepared to hear back from them and never did. And that's one thing about me. Like, when my mind is set on one thing, and it's like, if I'm mentally prepared for something, I don't like for it to get switched up, because it just throws me off. It really throws me off. Because when I have my mind set on, you know, something, I mentally prepare myself for that. So to have plans changed or switched, and I know in life, you know, everything isn't gonna go as planned. That's true. But at the same time, don't say you're gonna do something and then don't do it. Or if you know you can't do it anymore, or you made a promise that you can no longer keep, just say, hey, you know, changing plans. All right, you all, so I have just finished pre-pooing and detangling my entire head. Thank you all so much for chit-chatting and sticking with me, especially if you watched this video all the way through. I know I was kind of all over the place or rambling a little bit, but thank you all so much for sticking with me. And this is the amount of shed hair that I received, y'all. It is not a lot at all. Like, this stuff right here is magic. It really is. It saves me in my hair. As much as I procrastinate when it comes to my hair, that saves me. And this brush is literally the only brush that I've used so far that works perfect on my hair. And I ordered this off Temu. This is not a name brand brush. This is a regular generic brush off Temu. So thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. And until next time, peace and blessings.